Hello YouTube, Professor Codger here. Welcome to Tobacco 307, Virginia Burley Blends. Virginia Burley Blends combine two of the most common and versatile tobaccos in pipe smoking. The natural sweetness of Virginia complements the nutty, earthy character of Burley, creating blends that are balanced, approachable, and satisfying. Today's representative blend, Newminster No. 403 Superior Round Slices. Give that a smell.
Smells very good. A sweet Virginia-like smell, but
Yep,
something else going on there as well. It's
something else in there
Yeah.
for sure. This coin cut blend combines Virginia and I believe Kentucky is the Burley, making it a good example of how Virginia and Burley work together while allowing each to retain its own character. Just go ahead and take out some coins there.
You know, I
I
just heard, I read about a blend recently. Oh, it was one of those, what are they called? The ones you were telling me about for cigar leaf blends.
Mm-hmm.
What was the brand again?
Warped.
Warped. And I was reading about one of the descriptions, and they were talking about air-cured Italian tobacco. So I'm like, what's that? And they're like, it's pretty much Italian Kentucky. I'm like, well, what's that? And they're like, well, it's not dark fired, it's air cured. It's basically their version of Kentucky, like it was brought there and then they just kind of made an Italian thing. And it's like, oh, that's something I've never heard of before.
All right. I have never heard of that.
Yeah.
It's interesting. All right. As we work through this seminar, we're going to use Newminster No. 403 to explore the Virginia Burley style. Let's get these lit up. I went with mostly a stuff method. What did you go for?
Pretty much a stuff method.
Yeah.
That's kind of the way the tobacco was laid out. When it's kind of like coins or flakes that are more or less already rubbed out and
Starting to crumble a little bit, yeah.
You can't. They're thicker than a ribbon cut, so you kind of just have to stuff them in the best you can because you can't do.
Yeah.
You can't manipulate them as finely as you could. You
Right.
just kind of got to get them in there.
Yeah, you could rub it out some more if you want, but you're already pretty much there.
I like folding stuff anyway, so
Yeah. The Virginia Burley blends are built around two primary tobaccos, Virginia and Burley. Virginia contributes sweetness, brightness. Burley contributes body, nuttiness, earthiness. Together they produce a smoke that's often richer than a straight Virginia while retaining a smoother and sweeter character than a straight Burley.
yeah, I'm finding this very interesting to me actually right now because it doesn't. I do taste the Virginias,
Yes.
but it doesn't taste to me like if I had just got a Virginia blend. It's very. They feel very. It feels very 50-50 to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm decidedly detecting the Virginia, but very much something else there.
Felt hot on the retrohale. Try a retrohale. I'm curious what you think.
Now, you talking about peppery?
No,
Peppery hot or heat hot?
heat hot. I don't know if it was just the puff that I got. I think I might have accidentally, when the wind was blowing,
Maybe.
I accidentally inhaled, retrohaled, because it got in there.
Could have been. Yeah, I don't find it particularly different than a typical temperature. It is burning a little bit hot in my pipe, despite only having just been lit. But this is a small pipe with thin walls.
Yeah.
My Brebbia Vintage Noche Lovat today.
I love that thing. That thing's awesome.
Yeah, it's one of my more preferred pipes.
It's not that different in size than
No,
mine's a little shorter,
tiny but shorter.
less of a low vat, but still it's considered one.
Yeah,
Similar size bowl.
I'd say they're probably about the same size bowl.
Yeah.
Looks to be. So the Burley. So what gives this blend family its backbone? Contributes nutty flavors, cocoa flavors, earthiness, body. Helps to provide a cool, steady burn, which the Virginias can struggle with. Virginia softens Burley's edges, and Burley adds depth and structure to Virginia's sweetness.
Burley's another one where, like, because I smoke primarily Virginias, I really know my Virginias and I enjoy them and I taste them.
Mm-hmm.
The Burleys that I've had that are part of the component, I feel like what they do, I perceive them as like what they do to the Virginia itself, rather than as their own thing. But this one, I am perceiving notes that are definitely from the Burley itself. Just hard to pinpoint them.
Yeah, and this will be from February 2024, so it's not too old.
Okay. Still over 2 years old.
Yeah.
There's something comforting about Burley, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like almost like the soul food of tobacco,
yeah.
Right?
There's definitely like sweetness in there from the Virginias.
Yeah.
But they don't. It's interesting. It doesn't taste like a full typical Virginia profile. The Burley's
No,
really
that Burley or Kentucky is there, just over it the whole time.
And when we say Kentucky, I'm not getting any like smoky notes.
Nor am I. I'm getting peppery.
Yeah.
Spicy. I don't know that it's. I wouldn't call it any kind of barbecue flavors, anything like that.
Because I had that one blend with you, and it had dark fired Kentucky, and I thought, oh, there's Latakia in this.
Right.
And I obviously they're different, but I got a lot of that, smoke.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot smoother, subtler than I think Kentucky would be. So that must be some misinformation about the blend out there, because it does seem to be just Virginia and Burley to me.
Mm-hmm. We were talking the other day about how you look at like reviews on smoking pipes or tobacco reviews, and it'll list the components, and then it will also have a description of the product. And sometimes the components will list, 2 or 3 tobaccos, and the description will list 4 or 5, and you're like, well, which one is it?
I would generally side with the description, I think, rather than what maybe an automatically generated list of components.
Right.
Definite peppery character to this.
There is something, yeah. It almost reminds me of, especially on the retro hill, if you've ever had like a red wine that's got a pepperiness, or like a dark red, it's got that like almost fermenty and peppery taste, but it's not like I'm tasting Perique, although it's kind of akin to that.
It reminds me of, you ever have a cocktail with jalapeno?
Yes.
It reminds me of that kind of kick.
There's a kick, but in an interesting way. It's not like a...
Yeah, there's a kick that I don't find with other VaBurs, which I know it sounds unfortunately similar to VaBur, but that is how it gets abbreviated.
There's almost like a caraway seed note I get, and I just got it once.
Okay.
I got it once, so I can't say it the whole time, but...
Yeah, okay. I could see. I get stuff in the realm that I could see where that would come from. So Virginia Burley blends are an excellent choice for smokers who want some Virginia with a little bit more body, like Burley but want some additional sweetness,
Yeah.
or appreciate some natural tobacco flavor. Want an approachable all-day smoke. I think that's safe to say that, like, blends and blends like this, you could turn to pretty regularly. What are you looking for?
Is this yours or mine?
That's yours.
Okay. There's something, and I don't know if it's just because like what I was saying with the retrohale, where I like maybe I irritated my sinuses somehow, but there's something I'm getting occasionally, which almost reminds me on my sinuses of like horseradish or something like that kind of spicy, where it's not.
It is that kind of spicy, yeah.
You know, not the flavor. I just mean that kind of.
But like the way it like opens up your nasal passages. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had Burley in a flake myself either. So I'm intrigued by that. I've always found it interesting when people like review certain tobaccos that they like a blend better in a flake, and sometimes they like it better in a ribbon. And I can definitely see that because there are differences. Yeah. But I haven't had any of the same blends
in multiple formats.
Yeah.
There's not terribly many offered.
Right.
You know. Seattle Pipe Club at least did have a couple different formats of some of their blends. You know, it was a cake blend, the plum pudding, and they released a special flake version of it as well. I haven't tried that yet.
There's definitely something unique going on with this blend now. It's definitely got like its own thing.
I'd agree.
What I'm finding is like when I go sipping on it, searching for flavors that I would normally get in, I don't know, any blend really, but a lot of the way I smoke Virginia's a lot, looking for those flavors, not getting them right away, and then I'm getting a sensation on the back end that sort of overpowers it.
Okay.
I like it. I don't know I'd go for it every day, but I do like it.
I like it. It's unfortunate it was discontinued a short while ago. But it would have had a more regular role in my cellar if it were continued to be produced, yeah. It definitely has characteristics like other Virginia Burleys that I've had, but there's a distinct, unique characteristic to this, and to me, it's that spicy character.
Yeah, which I'm getting tons of, and I don't know why.
Yeah. The Virginia and the Burley, they each bring their strengths to the blend. You know, the Virginia contributes sweetness, brightness. I'm definitely getting that.
Yep.
Burley contributes body, cool burning characteristics, richness. I think this does burn a little bit hotter than some other blends that I've encountered, so maybe not so much in this one here.
Yeah, usually, I mean, I haven't had any straight up VaBurs, but blends that I've had, like Haunted Bookshop, that have Virginia and Burley in them.
Yeah.
And that's a ribbon cut that I have. But I definitely feel that the Burley tends to cool the smoke and even it out compared to a straight Virginia or straight VaBur. But I'm not really getting that here.
No. Yeah, I'm not finding that with this blend.
It's burning hot, kind of like a Virginia.
Yeah. Yeah. Virginia is definitely making its presence known, right?
Yep.
All right. Until next time, thanks for watching.